Hello, this is W.G. Clark. Our studio for this semester is called Settlement and Community, and it is about the juncture of habitation and natural place. It is specifically the design of a residential community along a stream in Charlottesville, Virginia. Charlottesville's location is very interesting to me. It was chosen as the seat of the newly formed Albemarle County, and it was chosen because of the intersection of two shapes, a line and a circle. The line was Three Chopt Road. It extended from Richmond and navigable waters all the way through the mountains to the Valley of Virginia. It was an ancient Native American trail that has since morphed along from trail to Route 33 and 250 through the same passage. And that was an important path through the state. And when it got to what we now call Charlottesville, it passed through a circle. And that circle is comprised of the waters that surround our city. The Rivanna River to the east, Moores Creek to the south, Meadow Creek to the west and to the north, that complete a circle around the hill upon which the city of Charlottesville and the University of Virginia were ultimately placed. So water is foundational to our place and to the selection of it ultimately for settlement. The story turns not so good after that because of the manner in which the city has, both through regulation and through pattern, treated its waters, its founding waters, I would call them, which is to say it turned its back upon its rivers and relegated through legislation and zoning its use to nuisance and industrial uses. You can see this very easily at Free Bridge, where the things that back up to the river are tire stores, parts stores, body shops, junk yards, utilities, a real misunderstanding and misuse of an incredibly important resource. This pattern continued northward from the city along Meadow Creek in the sense that Meadow Creek comes into the university at what we call the Dell, and after which it is culverted underground and invisible all the way to Barracks Road. It used to feed a rather beautiful pond in front of Memorial Gymnasium that was used in Jefferson's day for ice. It supplied in winter ice to the university. Now that is gone, and traces of the creek itself are gone until it reemerges at Barracks Road to become a rather nice city trail that is part of the Rivanna River Trail. This is an aerial photograph of what is called Seminole Shopping Center and environs, which lie to the left-hand side of this land, and as you can see, to the right-hand side is Meadow Creek and its woodlands and part of the trail that it confronts. But it's now a largely defunct shopping center, mostly parking lot, that has turned just like at the Rivanna, that has turned its back on this beautiful stream. And so what you see from the front of the shopping center that you've probably all seen is this view of forest or woodlands behind the facades of a strip mall. But the problem is also that what that is blocking is public view access to acknowledgement of the Meadow Creek that lies right behind it. And this is what one sees on the site. If you go behind that shopping center, this is the enfrontment of that natural land by those shopping center buildings. And this, the tire store that lies slightly to the northeast of the shopping center, and beyond it, Pepsi Place, a bottling factory that blocks and public access to the same woodland, call it wildness that borders the creek and this development. This is the creek itself, seen from slightly above at the back of the shopping center. And what you can't see in the photograph is a trail, walking trail beyond it. That is rather impressive and is wonderfully re-establishes and follows that circle of waterways around the town. Our project is about engaging this landscape and that walkway with a residential community that will take the place of the shopping center. This is the site in a drawing in which I have transposed, or rather superimposed, Jefferson's, actually the Maverick engraving of the University of Virginia upon our site to give you an idea of its size and to see what a community, in this case one that holds traditionally 108 students and 10 professors, would look like if it were using the parking lot of the shopping center. So one of your choices will be density. Does this, should an ideal community be small and relegated to the use by a few people? Or should it be dense and highly populated, as in this case, in which I'm now showing you Le Corbusier's Unité d'Habitation imposed on the parking lot, which I find rather amusing and instructive as to scale, because here are 1,600 people occupying the same site as a community. I'm including with this the written version of an expanded project statement. But in a word, what I'd like for you to think about is, how do you honor the existence of a stream? What is an ideal community? What would make you want to live here? How can architecture be the way that habitation can honor a natural place? Thank you.